So what you see here is a small sample of pretty much all the parts now painted of the Xekueins. Some parts are still drying, so I'm waiting for them to dry up and for me to review. I used up the last bit of intermediate blue on this kit, and I have to say I love how it looks. Unlike how it was on the Yamato, which is like a little different tone, this one I kind of like it. It's really nice. I may want to buy myself another bottle for this for other future kits. And I kind of like, for some odd reason, these two colors do really match pretty well with it. This was a little bit of a pain for me to actually paint the whole cover everything up, paint this part, then cover that part up, and then repaint the rest. Didn't come out well here on the edges. Yeah. And of course the same thing holds true to the side shield. Even though this came out alright, a little bit here showing off. I don't think it has to worry about, considering it's going to be bent this way. But either or, it came out really nice. I did enjoy this. I didn't paint the insides, and that's my fault. Shadowing came out pretty well on the light parts, especially here and here. Take a look at that. I don't know if you could see that one. I don't know if the contrast of my light. Let me see if I can turn it this way. There you go. You see? Yeah, that came out alright. Pain in the ass, of course, considering I had to put this in here to build it. I mean, if this was a newer high-grade kit, I can imagine that these two parts would have been closed, and then this one would have snapped. Actually, I guess it would have been the same thing. Snapped it inside, so it would have been the same nonsense as before. But reviewing all these, I'm pretty much pleased with what the results are. Which now brings me to these. This is of course one of the skirt armor, shoulder armor, and the head. And why am I showing you this? Well, because we're going to put these on. Let's pull it out. Now, I already have one that I removed, so we're going to have to. I put it back to where it was. We're going to try this one first. Hopefully, you guys can see this properly. Actually, hang on a second. Okay, I had to adjust the camera a bit so that way I can get a closer shot of this. So I'm going to peel this out a bit, just like that. And clearly, I don't have pincers. I don't know where the hell I put them. But I can probably get away with using this. So, this one will go here. However, I'm going to put a little glue on it. Bear in mind, these types of metal parts are not adhesive. You gotta put something in it. And I think I goofed it up. Yes, I did. Wow. Maybe that was too much glue. And I ruined it. Great! Yay! Alright. I guess I'm going to have to wait until this thing dries up. And I think I have a little bit more paint. But that's how it's supposed to look. Quite frankly. Yeah, I kind of messed it up a bit. I can probably easily recover it by doing this. Yeah, I will take care of that side in a moment. But right now I have an idea. Let me just try this again, but this time bleed out the paint a bit. Just put enough in there that even though it's removing some of the paint, I can at least come on. See, that is what I wanted to do. Let's get it in orientation a bit. See? That is what we wanted. That was the effect. Yeah, I know, that's a bit of a damage, but that can be easily fixed. I'll put a little putty in it, sticky, and then I'll repaint, pass some paint again. But there we go. Let's try this again on this guy. So we'll thin out this. All right. Come on. Here we go. Not bad, huh? We'll do one more. I don't want to. Oh shit, that was a little too much. Let's see here. Try to bleed it out a bit. Yeah, looks like it did okay. There we go. And that came out okay. See? Nice. Alright, so I got a lot of these to put on. And then we'll do, yikes, final assembly of the Xekueins. Well, after all this work that I've put on to this kit, here's the final result of my Xekueins high grade. Fully painted and detailed. And as you can see, the LED is on. I'll do a better close-up in a few moments. I like the color that I put on. It's nice and clean. It's not too strong on the blue. I didn't think it was appropriate for that blue color to be that powerful on this. So I'm very glad that I have very little of this. But as you can see here, I put on these little metal parts that you saw in the previous segment, and it came out pretty good. Very nice. I decided to just use standard painting on the thrusters. I didn't do metallic. Not that I don't mind doing metallic, just didn't feel like doing it. But this came out pretty damn awesome. It has a lot of mistakes, of course, but then again, older high-grade kits tend to be that had to have that little issue where it's not completely a good high grade, but it was fair enough that it warranted its attention to everybody to say, oh wow, this is even better than what I remembered. But I gotta show you a few things that that happened on this kit that didn't work out pretty well. So stand by for a second. So here are some detailed shots of the leg, of course, and here are the metal parts that I put on the joints that I've drilled. However, I discovered something. Never put glue on top of paint, because it will bleed out. It will damage the paint. I've learned that the hard way in the previous segment. Also, apparently the glue that I use doesn't work well with this, because sometimes the little metal parts come off. And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And I used up the entire segment, and if you want to know which segment they're referring to, the entire segment of the metal parts that you see here on this kit. That and the fact that some of those little buggers just flew out of nowhere. You know, when I pulled it out of the little metal support thing, it just went all over the place, so I couldn't even find it. Right next to the other part that was part of that real grade Xekueins. And of course, applying very little glue on this just to hold this doesn't work well. This came out okay, as you can see. Let me just focus here. Yeah. See, that came out okay. The waist parts came out very good. There was no metal parts here. I could have put easily a clear part if I wanted to, but I guess not. The LED was a pain in the ass, because even though the cowl looks like you have, the back part of the head has a lot of spacing, unless you find yourself a very, very good wiring system, it's not going to hold. The shoulder parts, they came out okay. Then the back part's the same. The back part came out okay as well, as you can see. But these things popped out, and some of them I can't find, so I'm like a little bummed out. Yeah, the heel came out okay. Other than that, everything came out pretty damn good. I like how it came out. Very nice. And there you have it. The high-grade Xekueins custom painted and done. Done in my own aspects. Many people are going to probably scream, says why I didn't panel line it, why I didn't detail a bit more. Quite frankly, I've exhausted a lot of time here on this. Things got a little out of hand around my house and things like that, so don't feel like doing half-ass. But it gave me the opportunity to experiment, do things that I've never done. And I hope that this will translate into future kits. So, and I hope you guys are inspired to do your kits as well. But thank you for watching. And what can I say? But stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all take care.